Welcome to Changes Coming to Global. Now this video is going to be a video about questions that dev have gotten and questions I've gotten myself. I thought I'd just get this out there before the game comes out. The gameplay in the background of summons, enhancing all that fun stuff. We'll be doing guides when global drops, not before. I want to make that very clear. Let's jump straight into the video. Question the developers have gotten is, will there be differences in global and Japanese content, which is what we're trying to cover today. They responded with, no changes have been made to the story and game system. However, for global, players can redraw their first grimoire and a new skip feature has been added. Basically, the rerolls are going to be better. Let's go. That's sick, right? And the skip feature, I'm assuming, is when you're summoning, you can skip the animation or maybe the cutscenes. I'm pretty sure you can already skip the cutscenes. I don't know what that's about. Let's hop right into the other question now. Another question that's been asked is, how long do you expect it for global content to catch up with Japanese content, or will it follow the same pace as the Japanese version? Of course, I've asked this myself. They went ahead and responded with, some content may release faster than it did for the Japanese version. However, simultaneous events and other releases are prioritized for the global version. Global will have an advantage there. Now, I know they might have some events where stuff happens at the same time. We'll see. Basically, that's all they have to comment about this type of issue. Y'all know how the game was delayed a whole year? Now listen to this. What happened? That Nexon left the that's not even proper English, but yo, listen. This is what they said. Listen, it's hilarious.
We are unable to answer questions regarding the point.
Bro, I just thought I'd point that out. Okay, next one. Now, I know not all of you guys are native English speakers, so listen to this question. This might help answer some of your, language-related questions. How many languages will the game be released in? Now, this is what they responded with. It'll be released in 6 languages. English, Korean, Thai, German, French, Spanish. If you understand any of those 6, you're in luck. I mean, it should be a global release, so maybe a couple more languages here and there, maybe later down the line. But so far, that's what they gave us. I think that's fair. 6 languages, all right, and they're pretty popular ones too. iOS players, you are in luck. I got the question just for you. When will pre-registration for iOS begin? I mean, sort of in luck. This is what they gave. It was super vague. We're in the middle of preparations for it. It should begin soon. Here's the issue. Is it already out? I'm not sure. I don't use iOS. Let me know down below. Maybe this helps some of you iOS people out. I'm really starting to question how long this video is going to be, but if this helps, if you already know the question, if you know any of the answers to these questions, comment down below, and I'll be sure to add them in a pinned comment. That'd be pretty dope, guys. Some of the questions they were asked were pretty funny, and their answers were pretty funny too. I hope this won't get delayed because of the pandemic. Again, let that sink in again. It was late for a whole year. And then listen, they said, we won't let that stop us. We're sure the world won't lose to it either, bro. They're out here like a whole Kingdom Hearts storyline talking with that dialogue, bro. I'm just going to throw these funny ones in here and there. I think they're pretty dope. Good job, PokeLabo. I got a good question for you, hentai fanatics, you pervs. Listen up. Will the global version of SINoALICE be censored? You guys know, it's a bit weird here on the Japanese version. You can see some pretty prominent cleavage and stuff. So the global version, will it be censored? Generally. So this is what they said. Generally, that's very important. SINoALICE's atmosphere and things will be the same no matter where you play. Which means yes, basically. They're trying to say maybe, but most likely is what they're trying to say. Maybe like a little skirt on a character or a little bit more bra instead of titty. You know what I mean? That's I think what they're going for. Maybe there's some killing or some crazy stuff that happens. I don't know. I'm not caught up with the story. I think that's what they were trying to get at though. So in terms of collaborations, this game has many. Someone asked, will there be collaborations other than the Nier series, right? Of course, on JP we had Drakengard, we had Nier, not just all Replicant and Nier Automata. We also had a Code Geass collab, a Space Invaders collab, an ReZero collab, a Final Fantasy Brave Exvius collab, and a bunch of other things. So maybe I left a couple out, I don't know. I'm just going off the top of my head. But here's what they had to respond with. Any collaborations in the Japanese version are a possibility in the global version. Basically, they're unsure, but anything can happen is what they're saying. So yes, there will be more collabs. This is what if you're trying to get that out of there. Yes, there will be, but there could possibly be ReZero, Code Geass. Maybe I'm saying that name wrong. I don't know. People say I pronounce it wrong, but yeah, there it is. For people who have never played a gacha game before, this is a good question for you. Basically, a gacha game is a game where you spend a currency, whether it be Twilight Gems, Ninja Pearls, Dragon Stones, doesn't really matter. You put it in some sort of slot machine, and by RNG, you have a random chance of getting things like a character, a weapon, anything you want. This is what someone asked. SINoALICE will be my first time playing a game in this genre. Is this game friendly to newcomers? So if this is your first gacha game, good for you. They said SINoALICE is newcomer friendly, but the story is a bit hardcore. So, you know what I mean? If you're not into that story thing, Yoko Taro is just crazy. Speaking of Yoko Taro, they asked a question about his universe and Nier. I like that one a lot. I'm going to put it right here. Someone asked, does SINoALICE have any relation to Yoko Taro's other works? This is a big one, so get ready. The world of SINoALICE is a little bit special. The reason it's structured to connect to other worlds is because social games are full of collaborations with characters from other themes, so of course collabs again, and so I considered what kind of world would contain those elements. Although Para, Noya, and Accord may share a common connection and backstory, at best it's just part of the lore. Personally, I created this title to be enjoyed as an independent universe, so no. Sorry to hurt you guys. No, I think the Nier collab does talk about ending E or D. I can't remember what ending it talks about, but no, nothing is canon, nothing relates. It's just a little fun crossover, and of course it says, answered by Yoko Taro, passage taken from a previous media source. Boom, that's straight canon. One thing I was thinking when waiting for the global version is the voice acting. Of course, the original is all in Japanese. Someone said, will there be voice acting for different languages / regions of SINoALICE? Of course, I'm sure all of you were thinking about this. They said SINoALICE only features Japanese voice acting. The Japanese voice actors are top of the line and portray the characters perfectly. So there won't be a German version, an English version, just straight up only Japanese, which is fine, of course. You watch anime with subs. If you watch dub, bro, nah. The thing is, Square Enix is pretty good at dub voice acting. So this is kind of a weird issue. I think it's just because it's a phone game. They don't really care. But yeah, they usually do make it English, but this time it's an exception. No, it'll only be in Japanese. In terms of how fast the global and JP will be, someone asked, will Grimoire and events, so Grimoire is basically like this, the Vortex or whatever you want to call it in other games, and events be playing catch up to the Japanese version? Of course, they responded with, the global version will generally follow a similar schedule to the Japanese version. So if a banner comes out and it's following JP, we can probably assume the next banner and save accordingly. But listen to what they said. This is not 100% though. Their schedules will really only differ when there are special events. So like if we're both having a White Day event or something, I don't know, something that combines the two events together and then they separate again. Like Naruto Blazing does that a lot. I'm sure you guys have played games like that where Global and JP have events together. Dokkan had that where Global and JP, whichever one does this more, gets the better reward. So we might be getting things like that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we should know what's coming out and what to save for. That's pretty cool. Now I left the best question for last. The reason most of you are playing this game is probably for Coliseum, right? Will Coliseum be affected by different time zones, or is the Coliseum all based around one time zone and users in other time zones will just have to play around it? Now, this is what they respond with. Great response, really good for people who live differently around the world. There are 8 different time zones for the Coliseum. Choose a guild that is in a time zone that best matches your schedule. This is very important for people who like Coliseum. Coliseum is like the biggest source of rewards in this game. 15v15 PvP. Of course, I'm going to be hosting my own guild, so stay tuned for that video. I'm going to just here right now talk to you guys about some things I want to do for this channel. Going forward, I will be uploading SINoALICE videos and Black Clover videos. Black Clover will be put on hold for a bit until I can build a fan base for SINoALICE, which is all good. I hope you guys respect that. Also, I'm only going to be doing guides when global drops, so reroll guides, all that will be out when global releases. I'm releasing it on schedule with the game to release. The reason for it is I want you guys to see English gameplay. So I will be using the English gameplay as example, not the Japanese version, so you guys can understand. Of course, I'm doing a bit more research and I'm mass producing thumbnails. I'm ready for this game to come out. I hope you guys are ready too. Hope you guys stick with me. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe, stay inside, stay safe, wash your hands, all that good stuff. And if you have any answers, comment them down below. Let people know down below because I don't really know everything. Peace out, guys. Have a fantastic one, I guess, or good one. I shouldn't change it.